Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? And if you're asking why is Jenna Ortega throwing money around on my screen, well, that's not Jenna Ortega, and that's the first point that I want to make on this video. This person is called Mai, or Mysterious, and she's a gaming streamer. She plays like a bunch of different type of games, and she also has a YouTube channel if you want to check her out. And I made a gift for her the other day, and I thought this would be like actually a really cool thing to make a video about. So I asked her if I could do that. She said, yeah, of course. So here we are. We are going to talk about how to edit with Comfyui and then make something that never happened into something that looks like it happened. So the first thing that I had to do is obviously downloading the clip.
I think we need a My Money Eva. We need one of me going like this and then like money going everywhere.
And as you can see in the original clip, there's no money involved. There's nothing that would be happening. It's just her reenacting money throwing on screen. And she said like it would be kind of fun to make an emote like that. And I was like, that's a really great idea. I could do that and I could actually make a video on it if it turns out well. And it turns out so well that I thought, okay, I need to actually make this. So what I did is that I just cut out a portion of the video that I needed. And then I removed the first frame from the video. And that singular first frame, I just put into Flux2 Klein9b. I prompted to make the text and all the decor for the stream go away. When I prompted to make the text go away, it also made the text go away from her little banner thingy in the back, the whiteboard. And I added this image into Flux because I thought if I can actually give it a little bit of help, it will understand what I have in mind. So with that, it created this image. But as you can see on this image, we have a little bit of a problem because the hand was motion blurred because this was the original first frame that I caught from the video. And you know, you see the stream decorations, the text, even subtitles, because when I downloaded the clip, I realized that, oh, okay, there's subtitles as well. And the hands are super blurry. So because the hands were super blurry, we got a little bit of an issue here with 4 fingers plus something here and her thumb in the background. So the angle is fine, but this is wrong. This isn't supposed to be here because we already have 4 fingers here. So how do we fix that? Well, we can run this thing through 2 things. You can just use a normal image editor if you want, or you can use an inpainting method, which is this one. So in inpainting, I just used a really super easy prompt to get this image at the end, and it looks really good. Here's what I did. We go to, I just called it image edit Flux2 Klein9b, and here I have a inpainting method for Flux2 Klein9. Now, in theory, the whole workflow should be able to do it, and it shouldn't have any issues with just focusing on the hand. But sometimes, you know, there are certain things that you have to prompt for. Like, oh, okay, so the rest of the image have to be unchanged, her face have to be unchanged. And I was like, this is such a really well done image where it didn't change her likeness at all, that I really just want to focus on the hand itself. So I just created this workflow where I am focusing on this area, and I just had to mask out the hand. And I just literally said this: you're a professional image editor, fix the hand, remove the extra finger. And I just let the workflow just do its thing. At first, I had this on 1, but that created a too large sized image, which the inpaint, crop, improved, whatever thingy wasn't able to do. By the way, all of these workflows, I'm just going to put it on Discord and Patreon, and you can download it for free. You can just use it if you want. And then what I did, I just ran it, and within like 2 results, it already gave me a good one, the one that you saw. And if I run this, it actually doesn't take longer than a normal Flux prompt. It just runs through this part instead of like this part. And then we have to put the final result into our scale workflow, because you can use LTX 2.3 or you can use scale. The difference for me, if you're using scale or LTX 2.3, is going to be the hands, because we have a really fast hand motion. Thankfully, we don't need to use any LoRa's or anything because it's the same person. So we're using her and her first frame a little bit altered with the money in her hands. And then we're just going to run that through scale 2. So for that, we don't need any kind of LoRa, any kind of crazy settings or any kind of crazy prompt. I do have this more difficult prompt here, but it's just because at first, what I got as a result was good, what you can see here. But when she lifted up her hand here, in her hands, it wasn't money anymore. It was a pack of cards for some reason. So I had to prompt like a few things here to like not have the cards there, not show the cards, card game, text, logo, whatever, like, you know, the usual stuff. And I also saw that the money was kind of vanishing at the end, which you can still see that it sort of vanishes. Well, like the last move when she does, she just kind of grabs the rest of the stack of the money and she just throws it away. But at least the money continuously is going away. So in the first video, this wasn't really happening. The stack was still there and all of a sudden it was just not there. What you see here when she pulls up the money, that's the portion of the video that doesn't exist anymore. That's interpreted by scale and one video itself, because what's happening here is that this is a really, really short clip. It's only 48 frames, as you can see. I can put the cap up to like really long. It doesn't matter. It will still pull through, but the difference is that all of these are just going to make like extra footage that you don't need, because my footage is set to 73 frames, and if I only have 48 frames, the rest of the 78 frames is just going to be made up by one video based on the input image that we have here. So it's still really good. It doesn't change any details on her, and it still keeps the money, but the rest of the thing is just going to be made up. And to make sure that this is actually kind of working, I just, you know, kept one of these portions on, so I have a longer video, what you already saw here. And the money rain and all that stuff is just a made up portion. The cool part of one scale 2 is that it really follows well with the lip syncing. There's a lot of times when you maybe notice a little bit of issues with the lip syncing, but that's usually because you have a frame rate that doesn't match the frame rate of your output and doesn't really match the frame rate of one scale as well. Make sure that the frame rate is always 24 frames and then you should be fine. And also you have to set your workflow to work on 24 frames as well. Like here, for me, the video already itself is 24 frames. Here, the 73 frames is going to work in a way where it's not going to cause an issue that the lip syncing would be off. But because it's only 2 seconds, technically she only talks for 2 seconds, and after that the rest of the made up thing is just muted because there's no audio and nobody talks. Because one scale 2 is not making audio, it's only able to copy the original audio and then that's it. And if there is no audio anymore, it still makes the video, it's just not gonna be any audio in it. And after you're done with this, you can create a WebM format or a GIF format or a different type of video format, whichever you prefer. You can put this into a GIF maker if you want to create a GIF, or you can just use the raw result that you already have here and put it in a video editor and maybe use it for like, I don't know, action movies, fun stuff, comedy, have like a crazy effect on your YouTube video. Doesn't matter what you want to do, you just do that with this. You don't need freaking After Effects and Premiere Pro anymore. You don't need to drop heavy stack of money for Adobe. You can just use this in your Comfyui on your home computer at home if your Comfyui is working well on your PC. And that's it. And I hope I was able to actually show you a different type of cool thing that you can use in your daily life. And don't forget to check out Mai's links. I'm gonna put them into the description down below. And if you go to her stream, just let her know that she looks like Jenna Ortega. All right. And don't forget to subscribe for her and me as well. And see you guys next time. Bye.